Welcome to the December episode of County Connection, where we talk about programs, services, and events from Summit County government. I am your host, Julie Sutor, Public Affairs Coordinator for the county. And for our first segment, we are going to have a conversation about an exciting campaign to help members in our community this holiday season. With me are Alex Cooper, the Senior Services Program Manager down at the Summit County Community and Senior Center, and Ruth Dutton, who is a volunteer with Mountain Meals on Wheels. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Julie.
All right, so Mountain Meals on Wheels is one of the great programs, one of the many great programs at the Community and Senior Center. Alex, can you give us an overview of what the program's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So I, like you said, am the program manager, and so one of the main programs that we work on is our Mountain Meals on Wheels, which delivers meals to homebound seniors. And it's not just about fighting food insecurity, but rather creating that socialization aspect of it. Because a lot of it in Summit County, it's a very remote place, and for seniors, it's hard to have that day-to-day socialization. And so we deliver meals 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but we deliver up to 5 meals a week. So on those Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do double the meals. All of our meals are made in our kitchen with our chef, Sarah Hopkins, and she's an incredible chef. We have really good fresh food. They get salad, dessert, newspaper is what we incorporate. And
Excellent.
Then it's great.
And juice.
And juice, yeah, we have juice and sometimes apple juice. And
so delicious and nutritious.
Exactly. But yeah, and then we just have volunteers who come out and they deliver the meals, they hang out, they get to talk to the people who are receiving the meals and just provide that socialization. It's a really cool opportunity.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about the numbers, like how many folks you're serving, how many people are involved?
Totally. So I was hired in July, and it's been a very fluctuating number because we do long-term and short-term meal deliveries. And so based on if maybe someone received a back surgery or a knee surgery, we can deliver meals to them for the period of time that they would like, or we have some people who are long-term who've been receiving it well before I was hired. Right now we have 9 people who are receiving meals. We have some people who receive 5 meals a week, some who do 2 days a week, one person who only does on Thursdays.
So it's really kind of customized to the needs of the folks who are enrolled in the program.
It is. And people can call me the day of and say, hey, I don't need meals today because my son's in town and he went grocery shopping or whatever. So it's really a customized program, which can make it challenging planning the routes for the volunteers. But it gives people a voice, which is really cool and unique.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And I've heard through the grapevine that Ruth is one of the star volunteers of Mountain Meals on Wheels.
Star, but
So Ruth, how long have you been involved in the program?
2 years, I guess.
And how'd you get involved?
Well, I play in Summit County and I work in Baltimore, and just playing didn't seem enough, so I started looking for things to do. And the Senior Center has horrendous amounts of things to do for the people in Summit County and also to give. And I like to give, so.
Great. So so when you're here in Summit County, how often do you volunteer?
Anytime.
Anytime.
It's very fluctuating. In the summer, I hike, so it has to be around my hiking time.
Okay.
And in the winter, I ski, but I always ski with a group, so it's alternate days and whatever.
But
it's fun to volunteer because you're giving something to the people that are homebound. You're bringing the world into them, something fresh. And I think that's really the important thing. The food is, nutritious and wonderful, but they start talking to you and you learn about history, and it's really a nice connection.
Great. And it sounds like while you're making a great connection and really lending a helping hand, it doesn't involve so much time that, it's eating into your busy skiing and hiking schedule.
When you get to my age, time is, it's a whole different thing.
Okay. So I can't wait.
You don't have to rush from one thing to the other.
All right. So there is a great campaign this holiday season
There is.
to help support Mountain Meals on Wheels. Tell us about that, Alex.
Yeah, so actually it started on November 19th and it goes until January 2nd. We just partnered with Vista Subaru of Silverthorne and it's called Share the Love campaign. So what that means is that from essentially now until January 2nd, for any Subaru that is either purchased or leased, the person who purchase the car can choose to donate to one of 4 organizations that are nationally recognized, and one of those is our local Meals on Wheels program.
Great.
And they donate $250. So it's a great opportunity for people who are looking into not only purchasing a new car but giving back to the community. It's a really fulfilling gesture that Vista has offered to partner with us in that regard. So
Great.
Yeah.
And Subarus are popular cars in Summit County.
very popular in
For
Summit County, yes.
Getting around in the snow and ice.
Yeah.
So people can lease a Subaru, purchase one within this time frame. So what about folks who are not in the market for a car right now? Can they get involved somehow?
Yes, we actually just worked with the Peak School. They came in and packed blizzard boxes for the people who are on Meals on Wheels. So it's packing boxes that are non-perishable food items, and we deliver those. So if there is a blizzard and our Subarus can't make it out there, they'll have something to eat during that time. And so we're always accepting donations of non-perishable food that seniors can open. Something that I actually recently learned is that canned vegetables are not really necessarily the best option because seniors have a hard time opening those who are homebound seniors. So packets of tuna or canned chicken or whatever, or packets of it is a lot more beneficial to have in those blizzard boxes that we have.
Okay.
I always love when people come into my office or give me a call. I'm at the Community and Senior Center and they can just pop in. I run a lot of errands, have a lot of meetings, but I love meeting people and talking about the program and getting people involved. We are a nonprofit for our Meals on Wheels, so we do accept donations, which is always greatly appreciated in the holiday season.
Great.
Yeah, so.
All right. And then so the funds that are generated through the Share the Love campaign, so does that go to purchasing food? Is that?
It actually goes up into the head Meals on Wheels of America Association, and then from there we apply for different grants. And so it can vary on your program and what specifically you're using the food for. So you could use it just to provide scholarships. Like here in Summit County, of the 11 people who are receiving meals right now, there's only one person who can afford their meals. The rest are all granted or scholarshiped, which is surreal to think about. We recently just got a senior who has a severe gluten allergy and is also vegetarian. And so it takes the time of our chef to create those catered meals because we really don't want to turn people away.
Sure.
So a lot of it is just our chef's time and that kind of thing, and providing scholarships so that it's not a program that people say, oh, I can't afford that, and back away from. That's what we're avoiding in its entirety. And so it's really a great thing to give someone a letter that says you've been scholarship for the year. Don't worry about it.
Right.
We'll be there. So,
excellent.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we also actually have, we also partnered with the Breckenridge Library, and we do library book deliveries for those who want it as well. So in addition to their newspaper and all of that, they also get library books, which is cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. So Ruth, what would you say to anybody out there who is considering whether they should get involved with the Meals on Wheels program, either by making a donation or becoming a volunteer?
Well, I think both are important. I mean, money obviously is needed, but it's fun and it gets you up in the morning. If you're a senior and don't have anything planned, you could sleep all day or read or watch television or stay in. But this, you have a scheduled obligation, and it's a fun obligation, and you meet people that can tell you lots of things about their lives that you never dreamed of. So, yeah, I think everybody should get to volunteer. I think everybody in the United States ought to volunteer for their country in one way or another, volunteering, community, or whatever.
Great. So Alex, how can people get in touch with you?
You can either call me on my personal line, which is 970-668-2941, or you can email me at alex.cooper@summitcountyco.gov.
Excellent.
or just stop into the senior center because my office is in the back.
All right, fabulous.
Yeah.
Julie, I think one of the things the community doesn't realize is how important that senior center is. The diversity of programs. I had a friend from Maryland come, and they were astounded by the activities.
Yeah.
And he even took one of these papers, monthly papers, with him to see if he could copy it.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
I
it
think
really
that's
is
important.
a fabulous set of programs going on there with a lot of really great people with big hearts who are doing a lot of great things in our community.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for coming on in today and telling us about Mountain Meals on Wheels and the Share the Love campaign that's going on this holiday season. Best of luck with the campaign.
Thank you. Thank you
was
for
our
having
pleasure.
us.
It
Yeah,
was
that
fun.
was great.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to give you an inside scoop on Summit County Road and Bridges winter operations.
We made it?
Yep.